I wanted to open this video up today by looking at a tweet posted by the Two Mutts Hockey Podcast yesterday morning. By the time this video was uploaded, this tweet would have been over 24 hours old. But the Two Mutts Hockey Podcast said this: tonight feels like a game that the Edmonton Oilers will play a full 60 minutes of great Oilers hockey. And they will send a statement to the rest of the NHL with a huge team game by everyone. No, I didn't misread that. It literally says that. And they will send this to... Okay, sorry. Trent Frederic will have his best game as an Oiler too. He is due and ready to have a great game. Lots of positive vibes for the Edmonton Oilers going into tonight's game. And you can see from the timestamp this was 9:13 a.m. November 8th, 2025. Okay, it was 10:13 in Edmonton, but time zones aside, this was maybe 8 hours before the game actually began. What game, you might be asking? Well, this game. The Edmonton Oilers lose 9-1 to the Colorado Avalanche. Oh my goodness. I didn't want to bust out the face cam for this one because that would have been too much. But the Avs end up totally destroying the Edmonton Oilers 9-1 in Edmonton. They scored 9 goals on 34 shots. Oilers goaltenders were at a .762 save percentage for Pickard and a .692 save percentage for Stuart Skinner. Nathan MacKinnon had 4 points. Parker Kelly had 3 points. Cale Makar opened things up with 2 goals to start the game. This was a ridiculous domination, a showcase of talent beyond any other team this season to take 2 of the best players in the world and embarrass them. 9-1. To the point where Connor McDavid's discombobulated, disillusioned, totally stale-looking face is plastered all over social media and everybody's posting about it. It's not even just this one. This was partway through the game, but yeah, McDavid and Draisaitl, top-tier players in the National Hockey League. The faces of a team that just got the absolute crap kicked out of them for their worst home loss ever. Or at least it was a tie for their worst home loss ever. They lost by 8 goals. It was ridiculous. Mark Spector went out there and posted an article talking about what happened in the game. And the article's title is super hot fire. I wanted to read this here for y'all. The slumping Oilers are full of excuses after a blowout loss to the Avalanche. And the funny part is, Spec is obviously writing for the Edmonton people. And Spec obviously, you don't need to be professional about it, he obviously does want to see the Oilers do well. It would be beneficial for everybody if they were doing well. It'd be good for his job, it'd be good for the team he covers, it'd be generating more revenue, etc. But the way Spec goes out there and takes shots at everybody is funny as hell in this article. Excuses, Spec writes. Like this one from Trent Frederic, whose impact since joining this team at the trade deadline last season has been less than microscopic. I'm trying to check my way out of it, offered Frederic, who was as quiet as a church mouse while the Avs had their way at Rogers Place. So much for Trent Frederic getting the monkey off of his back, eh? Two Mutts Hockey Podcast totally jinxed it earlier in the morning. Let's go out there and read. Frederic has 1 point and 6 penalty minutes this season. He doesn't have a top 6 forward's hands or a bottom 6 forward's attitude. The fighting stuff comes. You can only ask so many guys when you have 1 goal in 15 games. No one is going to fight you, was Frederic's excuse. You want to do that and give your team a spark, but who wants to fight a guy who has 1 goal in 15 games? I wouldn't. Yeah, because fighters usually score 25. Oh my gosh, dude. Spec is absolutely cooking. He then talks about Andrew Mangiapane, whose game was supposed to come with a little sandpaper. Wasn't he supposed to get under opponents' skin? Didn't he used to be a guy that was hard to play against? Yeah, sure, he said when asked if he needs to bring more of that. Just going out there and being tenacious, hard work. And if that comes, that comes. Did you read that? Spec calls out. If it comes, it comes. Oh my goodness, the rest of the article is a total riot. You can go out there and read it yourself. Links in the description. But what in the world is happening to this Oilers slump? Now it's to a point where I don't think we can call this a slump anymore. I am in particular danger right now because I have Bouchard, Nugent Hopkins, and Leon Draisaitl in my fantasy league, and it's the closest league that I'm in. I would have really benefited if these guys went out there and scored points. And to be fair, McDavid, he scored a goal yesterday. Draisaitl had an assist. Okay, that's at the very least the minimum for these guys who are in that echelon of NHL player. But you think about everything else. I mean, Evan Bouchard, he was my top defenseman pick in my draft, and he stinks. He's getting turnstiled more often than we're used to, which is quite the feat for Evan Bouchard. And he's not really producing as much either. Obviously, I can't drop him because it's Evan Bouchard. But what is a guy supposed to do when he's gone out there and not produced nearly at the same clip as he is capable of doing? Especially in a game like this, where he played 27 minutes, but they still got wiped 9-0. Oilers fans are responding to the ups and downs of the game with the even more bizarro fact that the Oilers, despite losing 9-1, were perfect on the penalty kill. They had to kill off 7 penalties, and they did that successfully. Colorado, your man advantages stink. And they actually got a shorthanded goal, which was nice, but still, the point remains, the Colorado Avalanche, they just had their way. Nathan MacKinnon woke up this morning and he said to himself, you know what, I kind of want to be the top scoring player in the league again. How's that sound? Yeah, I'm just going to decide to do that. I'm going to score 4 points, and I'm going to tie Macklin Celebrini in the first overall spot. And Cale Makar said, you know what, Lane Hudson's kind of approaching. I want to score some goals. Let's get 2 tonight. Overtake Matthew Schaefer in the defenseman goal race. No biggie, it's just casual. That's the first 2 of 9 goals scored by Colorado yesterday night. Both of them assisted by Taves and MacKinnon. So, yeah. Colorado's doing pretty well, and Edmonton is at the receiving end of one of the worst beatdowns of the year so far. And my big question is, what the hell is happening to Edmonton? I don't know. Do we have any other angles to discuss at this point? I'm really not sure, if I'm being honest with you. I want you to let me know your thoughts in the comments. How do you feel about the Oilers? I didn't really want to bust out the face cam with this one because I was just thinking, I already made some enemies with the New York Rangers JT Miller video. I don't want to make too many, but a commentary topic like this doesn't come around often, so you got to take it while it's there. Connor McDavid signed $12.5 million to stick around with this team, eh? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the Oilers would bounce back? I, of course, for my fantasy sake, I hope they do. I hope Draisaitl gets 100 points and Bouchard gets 80. Doesn't really look like that's going to happen at this point, but still, let's hope. Thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.